Welcome to Alex's backyard.
Having supper, would that be cool?
So cool. Hello and welcome back to a new vlog. We have had the craziest past few days, but I am so excited to say that we finally have our pool fence. Oh my gosh, you guys, the anxiety that this has given me has been unreal. I am so grateful that we were able to get this done. Definitely a lot of anxiety has been lifted from Dan and I's shoulders. We still do have like a lot of rules when it comes to the backyard itself, but we had a party this past weekend and we were able to have a pool party. And one thing that I did, because having a pool, I just wanted peace of mind, we hired a lifeguard. Although I did stress to the guests that were coming to still watch their kids because the lifeguard was not a babysitter, but thankfully she was able to just make sure everyone was safe and kind of keep the rules in check. And you know what they say, if like everyone thinks someone's watching your kid, no one's watching your kid. So like I just wanted that and it worked so well. I'm so happy. I'm gonna show you the fence. Then Dan and I are actually gonna set up the backyard with our new furniture because we are so stoked to actually do what we want. The only thing we're missing right now are our plants essentially, but we have the planters, we have the chairs, we have everything as you saw in the last vlog. So we're just gonna make it look all pretty and exactly how we wanted, and the aesthetic is gonna change entirely. Like this backyard is already so beautiful. It is so fun to host. We've never been the hosting home and we love to host. We've just never had the space. So now that we do, we have people over all the time. It's literally the best thing in the world. And I think just moving here has eased something inside of Dan and I can't even explain it. We feel so at peace, so in love, just so inspired, and our relationship is like a whole nother level, which I didn't even think we could get there because, I mean, we've been together for so long, we've been through so many things, but like just being here together, I don't know, there's something about it that we just feel so like obsessed. Dun, 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 dun. Look at this. It is beautiful. Okay, let's go in. They did such a good job. Dan's goal is to fill in some grass. We're actually gonna keep that because eventually we are going to redo the deck. I decided to go with like the cast iron looking fence. It's obviously not cast iron because that's extremely expensive, but I wanted the sleek look. Some people had asked if we were getting a glass fence, and to be honest, I just wanted a fence. I didn't care what fence it was. I was like, whatever fence you can get in as quick as possible. Like I just need one there for the summertime. Like when we move in, I just need the fence. So I went with the quickest option, but I actually really do love this option. I find it suits the aesthetic of our home and also just our vibe as people. The glass is beautiful too, but for the size of this pool, I just don't think it would make sense. It's so big, it would be so expensive, and on top of it, I'd have to clean a glass fence like often. Sticky fingers, dog noses. The weather is wild here in Montreal. Like one day it's super hot and sunny, the next day's thunderstorms and then raining, and then there's potential hail. Like, and then in the wintertime, I just didn't want the glass fence. I just think it was honestly better. It worked out in our favor because it's a big fence, guys. Like this is a big pool. We had a ton of people swimming in it, so we need to vacuum. It just adds something so different. I like that we got rid of the slide and the diving board. I like that I could still see the yard. We did already have the chain link fence that went all the way around, but I wanted something to keep people out of the pool area, including dogs. And then also, if people are swimming, we have a gated area that we keep them in here. Honestly, I would recommend the company, but they're literally booked up until the end of next summer, and I'm pretty sure a lot of companies are as well. So we just went whatever was quickest and most available and that could fit us in, whatever option fence they had. Like I literally said, I just was like, I don't care what it costs, like I just need something. So honestly, like so grateful that they were able to do this, because I know how hard it is to get a fence right now. Because I know people said like, oh, that's a really smart decision that you guys did. We would have done this regardless. Like I always said to Dan, if ever we had a pool, we need a fence. Like that's just a non-negotiable. But there is a law that's being put in place for this September, I think is the deadline, where you absolutely need a fence or you get fined. The only thing is this law was put into effect like a while ago and people were just waiting till last minute. So now there's a bunch of people who have pools that don't have fences, and I think like I was panicking trying to get somebody. It's just that like when we moved in, like we just weren't expecting to have a pool. Last summer even people were booking up for this summer. So all that to say, we spend so much time in the pool. I mean, not only are we members at like a community pool, but we also just live in this pool. We're out here all the time. We love the water. Swimming lessons to us is like #1 thing. My kids need to be confident in the water, not necessarily to be able to swim like proper technique or anything like that. It's more breath control. And I want to start setting up the backyard. I want to put out the new lounge chairs. I want to clean up a little bit. If you watched my last vlog, I said we got a few pieces from Jardin de Ville, which I showed in the video. Because I was waiting for the fence, I covered everything with tarps, like all the new furniture, because we had insane torrential downpour. So now I get to uncover it and lay everything out, and I'm so stoked to see what it looks like and be able to actually utilize our dining table, because I think it's gonna be nice this evening. You never know. Weather in Montreal is like so iffy by the hour. And I think the last thing we're gonna do is set up the fire pit, because that we need a gas tank to go with it. And then again, like I said, we need to buy plants. But our experience with Jardin de Ville, we went to their store at Royalmount. So if you're from Montreal, the Royalmount Mall, they have this one section where Jardin de Ville is at the top because they're associated with Must, and it's actually they told me it was the first physical building where they have all 3 of their brands under one roof. And so Jardin de Ville obviously is like outdoor furniture, and we went in store and it was such a easy, seamless experience. I posted some stories on Instagram and I got a few questions about just like custom orders and how does that work. So I worked with someone in the store to help us plan out the backyard. I showed them photos. I just was like, this is kind of the vibe I want. I want something clean. I want to know what's trendy, but also what's timeless. And I don't want cushions for day beds. That was the main thing, because the cushions for us have been such an issue with the amount of rain we get, and I don't want to constantly be coming out and lifting up these large cushions for day beds. Plus just laying on them when you're wet, it's not that fun. I don't mind cushions on chairs for sitting, to eat or whatever, but just like the long ones we said we didn't want. And I wanted something a bit more of the neutral color versus gray or black. So we went based off of that, what they had available. But then she did show me a few other pieces, which she said like, okay, we don't have this available in store, but this is the chair. Let's say it was in black. She showed it to me and she said, and this is the color that it would be if you were to order it, which was the beige tan color. At the core of me is just a beige girl, okay? I know they say it's a sad beige mom, but I love a good neutral beige tan. I just think it's aesthetically pleasing. It looks nice. We have the black fence. We have lots of black accents, so I felt like having neutral furniture was a lot better. But they made the whole process so seamless, because she had everything there on her computer where I could look, because online they have everything, and then in store you could see physical pieces that were just in different colors, or if they had the color there. Like for example, they had our chairs, our dining chairs that we saw, stunning. And then she also helped us pick out the material for the cushions and for the little head pieces that go behind the day beds. They had multiple different fabrics, multiple different colors, and so it just made it fun to kind of pick and choose what we wanted. They do also like stonework and things like that, so I think eventually when we want to get that done, we're gonna go back, because they just had so many options. You can just do everything in one place. It makes it so much easier. I went in with a budget. I said, this is my budget and I don't want to go over my budget, and I want to make sure I'm hitting it as close as I can. And so at the end we had like, I think $500 or $400 left. I was like, okay, it's not obviously not enough to buy like a whole other big piece of something, but accessories. So I got different pillows and throws and just things to kind of complete the look of the backyard, and I'm very excited, A, to get rid of these chairs, and B, just to have it look like my dream backyard. If you are curious, like if you are looking into doing your backyard, I highly recommend going in person. Even if you see things online, I basically had links on a document that I went in with, and I was like, these are the things I want, and I totally switched up everything because it just looked different in person. It like, I just saw other things that maybe weren't available that were just coming in, and just seeing the vibe of the place, because the store store itself was so stunning. I'm gonna insert some footage now of like what it looked like when we were there. Look at that. Look at that butt. It's a beautiful day. This is so exciting. There's an entrance right there.
I know, but I'm looking to see like a ramp.
Oh, I've never parked over here before for this mall. We're going to a store called Jardin de Ville, so it's never been before, but I've heard really good things about it. Finished at Jardin de Ville, and this is the interior stuff. It's so beautiful in this store. I highly recommend people come check it out. Oh my gosh, everything is just so aesthetic and pretty.
You hold it?
Yeah. So Dan actually made a really good point about this store, is that you can ball out, go bougie, and like some stuff is very expensive, but then they also have options that are a lot more affordable. Like there was a chair for $6,000 and then there was a chair for 200 bucks. So you can kind of pick and choose, and it's all really nice stuff. Let's set it up. Almost 40 degrees Celsius today. It's hot. It's too heavy. Dan's gonna do it. All right, this is what they look like with the little side tables. I love this color. It's so beautiful. Green, I find, is gonna tie in so well with the backyard. I'm trying to decide how I wanna angle them. If I want them to be here close to the pool, or if I want them to be further over here. So you get like the nice trees, or hedges I should say, with some plants. Let me play around with this. So if you wanted to lay down.
And take a nap, you just do that.
Yep, and then that's what I would like.
Yeah.
You can roll it. Okay, I think that looks really good. Then I just gotta put the pillows on top, but I think this looks really nice. Like I would wanna lay there. Put an umbrella, get some drinks, some maybe chips and dip. All right, next up is this table. It is so beautiful. We have the awning on right now just because I don't want this in direct sunlight 24/7, especially on a super hot day. We are going to be moving it over here because we're going to utilize this bench. We got 4 chairs to be on this side, and then we have the bench for all the kids to sit at, so we can actually fit more people than it would typically fit. It basically goes from a table of 6 to a table of 10 because you could fit a ton of kids on a bench. Here is the table. We got our pillows set out. Love the cushions that we went with. These actually weren't the original color I was gonna do, but I'm so glad I listened to their advice. It does come with a cushion underneath that does strap on. I'm just not doing it for right now because it's supposed to rain later. And I do want to bring them in, although you can get this wet. She did ensure me that you can, because you can remove these covers, you can wash them. Honestly, I just like to put them inside. It takes like 2 seconds. This awning does roll out all the way, so it can cover this. You can put it in the shade, which is nice as well if we were gonna be eating midday like today. Let's see the kiddos.
Ready?
Go! Just the same, I said go, you went in. When I said
Good
go,
job, you guys. Hi.
look at me.
Big
Wow.
swimmer. Nice cannonball, dude.
Whee! All right, last but not least, we got the headrest. What's great about these is that you can actually remove this weight if you wanted to, and then there is a zipper so you can remove them to wash them. Everything is washable, which is great. I wanted it to match the cushions of the chairs, so you don't need to worry if these get wet. You know, if someone's sitting here with wet hair or whatever, accidentally leave them out during the rain. Oh, that looks so good. And what's cool too is that you can adjust them to be lower if you wanted to. So if you're not as tall, if there's a kid sitting, they still get a headrest. Because this is nice and long. Oh, this looks so good, Dan.
Yeah, it's nice, huh?
We have a little resort. Look at that.
I think we should like scrap that umbrella because it's gross.
And get a new umbrella?
Find two that are more matching and more sturdy.
Or a big umbrella. Like at Jardin de Ville, they have like this really beautiful big umbrella. They have 2 different colors.
Yeah, we should get one of their big ones and put it right in the middle.
Yeah, behind this chair. So if it's open, it would it'd basically cover the whole thing. I think that'd be so nice. And then this area over here is gonna be our planters, gonna have a little garden situation. And then the fire pit is gonna be over there. It's a new day, and today is the last final day of us doing the backyard for what we have right now. I think we're gonna order a few more things because I feel like it's not complete yet, but I'm in no rush. I feel like the essentials we have now, which is good. I am so excited because we did get a grapevine plant. So we're gonna have grapes. It's gonna be so good. Oh my gosh, the planters are so pretty. Here is the beautiful fire pit station. We're gonna have to level it a little bit, set it up to the propane, and then add the stones. What was really nice is the workers from Jardin de Ville were offering for them to install this for us, but we didn't have a propane tank, and I wasn't actually sure where I wanted to put this yet, so I just told them to leave it here. I would figure it out. The one thing he did say, dark stones first, and then these are the light stones that go on top. Beautiful light rocks. I was debating whether or not I wanted the dark rocks or the light rocks. I'm very happy that I went with the light ones. I just feel like it's more of a vibe that I was going for. And I saw a few photos of a girl I follow on Instagram who got the same one, and it looks really nice. I just feel like with flames sticking out of these white stones, oh my gosh, I love that. Instruction manual, comes with a little key, and then this whole section here for the propane. Welcome to Alex's backyard. Oh, there's my earwig. Oh. That is one thing I don't mess with. So good with fire coming out. I think eventually I want to use these types of chairs to go around the fire pit, but for now we're going to use this old this old bench that was left here by the previous owners, and then we're just going to have 2 chairs on either side that my mom had given us. They're like some old used chairs, just so we can enjoy it. And then also what's really cool is that this hose, when it hooks up to the propane tank, they sell something at Jardin de Ville, which is like a little side table, and you put the propane tank inside of it. It looks so good. I can't wait to see what the fire looks like. First dinner in the new table. Oh my gosh, Arkham, wow. So a lot of salad you got there, hun.
Okay, I saw I took a little bit. That was crazy.
Do you want some help?
Yes.
My goodness. I'm so glad you think it looks good.
I can put a little back for you, Arky.
Okay, but there's my leaf in the way.
Dinner tonight, we're doing burgers,
Can you pick it
salad,
up, Arky, and throw it on the rock?
corn. Oh, we forgot our drinks.
Just throw it.
Oh, that's finished.
Well, it's the same as lettuce.
Look how beautiful this view is. Us sitting. Dan was just saying how he likes the lighting at this time of day.
Well, I also said it's cool. Like, it's 4th of July, 2025. It'd be cool to think, like, I don't know, 20, 30 years from now. Like, he's here with his kids and his wife or his husband.
Yeah.
And, like, we're still in this backyard sitting and, like, having supper. Wouldn't that be cool?
So cool. So weird to think that.
Like, same pool, same deck. Okay, touched up, you know, but...
Do you hear all the animals too?
She's like the Ruby of the Chugi.
Making my burger. First, gotta do ketchup, mustard, some spinach.
Corn.
So good
You want
with butter.
corn?
You want to give me one and I'll roll it in butter for him?
Yes. No, I wanted the hugest one.
Do you want butter?
Pickle with onion.
Oh my god, it's so good, this
Oh,
corn.
can't forget the mayo. Now that looks like a good Krabby Patty.
Hey, last night we had popcorn. Tonight we're just having corn.
Mmm.
Mmm.
That's such a good burger. Cheers. Corn on the cob.
The dunk. It's good corn, huh?
This one's really good. And
So me.
got salad. You want me to film me? Okay, let me taste this first. Mmm.
You're gonna give your reaction, Arky, to the food. Tell us what it tastes like.
This tastes like crispy cheeseburger.
Yeah? It's crispy?
Is it good? What do you rate it out of 10?
10 plus 9.
19?
Wow.
19 out of 10. Good job,
Must
Dad.
have done good.
Yep. It looks so good.
At night, even better with like the glowing and...
Oh, if we had like fairy lights and the trees here.
Eventually, I do want to do that. I was even thinking along the pool fence.
Oh,
like,
that'd
to
be
put fairy
so
lights.
pretty.
And then up here, because there's a junction box in the pool house. I
Yeah.
could run a little bit of power off there.
I think Rue likes to eat her shoe.